Hello, my name is Alana Tucker, and I'm here to tell you why you should get vaccinated. To understand why we must, we have to understand why we don't. Coming from Understanding and Managing Vaccine Concerns by Julie Boom. Vaccines are the most important public health contributions of the 20th century and are responsible for the sharp decline in vaccine-preventable diseases in the United States. Despite all the research that has been done, including scientific evidence, 26% of parents have delayed or refused vaccinations. The idea that vaccines could be unsafe was highlighted during the manufacturing of the polio vaccine, the Cutter incident. Accidentally affected 120,000 children. 70,000 suffered from mild polio. 200 were permanently paralyzed, and 10 actually died. Now, going on into some general information, an article named Vaccinate Adults by Immunes.org, volume 21 and 1, a higher dose of hepatitis B vaccine is recommended for hemodialysis and other immune-compromised persons. So the extent these patients are immune-compromised, this is with ACIP recommendations. The tetanus and diphtheria toxoid Tynavac is not currently available from the manufacturer and may not be available until later in 2017. Although there is a shortage of Tynvac, there is another TD product available. The influenza vaccine can be taken all the way up to 18 years, and then after that, consult a doctor. Vaccination is recommended for all adults. TD, Tdap are for adults who lack written documentations of a primary series consisting of at least 3 doses of tetanus or diphtheria toxoid containing vaccines. MMR for people up to 18, people born in 1957 or later, people in high-risk groups such as healthcare personnel, people born between 1957 are usually considered immune but evidence of immunity. Now, we move on to the government and the articles. Feds weigh in on vaccine wars. Committees ponder improving vax rates, funding research by Catherine Foxhall. As the measles outbreak, the top committee Democrat, Senator Patty Murray, said that in any cases where take-up rates are low, we are providing information and spreading awareness so that more people can be protected. The president's recently released proposed budget for the CDC immunizations effort is $560 million, which is a cut of $50.3 million from the current levels. The agency's budget justifications note health insurance expansion will further increase access to immunizations. Timothy Cook, co-chair of the Vaccines Policy Advisory Committees for the Biotechnology Industry Organization, told the NVAC that the industry is pursuing vaccines as part of the solution to antibiotic resistance. However, he said, vaccine companies assesses antimicrobial resistance related targets based on the same criteria used for all vaccines and pharmaceuticals: scientific feasibility, cost, time to develop, medical need, treatment availability, market size, revenue, fit with existing portfolio platform. Coming from children with no vaccinations recorded on the Australian Childhood Immunisation Register by Robin Gibbs, in 2013, about 3% of all children aged less than 7 years in Western Australia had no vaccinations. The Perth metropolitan area was selected for study as Perth has some of the lowest immunization coverage rates in Washington, approximately 2% below the national average. 7 postcodes or local government areas with immunization coverage rates below 90% for at least 2 of these age cohorts were selected for intervention. Learning all this new information, let's look into more reasons why, coming from vaccines.org, on why we should vaccinate. Is 1, because immunizations can save your child's life because science is so advanced now and continuing to grow, your child can be more protected than ever before. Some diseases that used to kill people or injured people have been eliminated from the spectrum because of these vaccines. Like stated earlier, the polio outbreak did happen and was one of the most feared diseases of America. But now there are no reports of polio in the United States. The second reason is because vaccinations are very safe and effective. These vaccinations that are given are only given after they have been reviewed by scientists, doctors, healthcare professionals. And yes, these vaccinations may come with some side effects, such as a little pain or redness or tenderness, but you'd rather have that than the actual disease. The disease prevention benefits of getting vaccines are much greater than the possible side effects for almost all children. The third reason of vaccines.org is immunization protects others. Since 2010, there's been between 10,000 and 50,000 cases of whooping cough each year in the United States. And about 10 to 20 babies, many of which were too young to be fully vaccinated. These 20 babies died each year. While some babies are too young to be protected by vaccinations, others may not be able to receive certain vaccinations due to severe allergies, weakened immune systems from conditions like leukemia and other reasons. The fourth reason is immunization can save your family time and money. A child who doesn't get vaccinated can be turned down from schools and child care faculties. Some vaccine-preventable diseases can result in prolonged disabilities and can take a financial toll because of the lost time at work, medical bills, or long-term disability care. In contrast, getting vaccinated against these diseases is a good investment and usually covered by insurance. Last but not least, immunizations protects future generations. Vaccines have reduced and in some cases eliminated diseases that have killed people. Think about it. Children don't have to get smallpox shots anymore because smallpox doesn't exist. As my speech is coming to a close, I want to leave you with this. There is more medical evidence that proves that if children are vaccinated, they are safer from harmful diseases rather than not getting vaccinated and causing harm to self or to others. Thank you for watching my speech.